Hi, Dan. This is Mike, Tara, and Lauren. Just a few of the people that are taking this time to wish you happy birthday, and it's a privilege to do so. But we also want to share a little bit with you. I get a chance to tell a story that I have told often, and I will continue to tell. Go something like this. I find myself and my family out at Rainbow Acres in Arizona. Very cramped quarters. We weren't sure what we got ourselves into, but we did get permission to add on to our little building. The problem was there was no budget for materials or anything. I think I shared that with you in a conversation, and at the end of the conversation you said, I have some materials, I'll put them on my truck, and I'll be out there next weekend. Doesn't surprise me, typical Dan Neff. What did surprise me, sort of, was that I think it was a Friday afternoon, because I know we worked all weekend. I knew you were coming, you'd informed me, and I see this truck coming in, pulling into the property, and I swear all I saw was the underside of the truck, right? And because it was jacked up, the front end was jacked up so far, and sunglasses, I think, over the dash, and a cowboy hat. That's about it, right? And you park, again, seeing the under this, and I think Debbie must have stood up on the seat or something, because all of a sudden I see Debbie's little head. I'm pretty sure it was Debbie that came. Anyway, you had this truck so loaded down with material, Dan, that it shouldn't have been pulled out of the driveway. And you just drove it like 400 plus miles out to our place, Rainbow Acres. And I think you saw the shock on my face, when I pushed my jaw back up, and your response was, I put some extra air in the tires. Well, makes sense to me. Holy cow. Anyway, Dan, you spent the rest of the weekend. I've still got pictures I run across of us putting this room together, provided us with an extra room, like I said, in cramped quarters. Got pictures of us with our nail bags on, and I think we were raising some walls, framing. Yeah. The other part of this, what we've been asked to do, is share why we appreciate you. I think I just did.
Happy birthday.
I think I just did. That is just one of many stories, and I love you, Dan, and I'm grateful for you.
And happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Okay. What I remember most about Dan is he was always very honest and straightforward. No bullshit, in other words. And the second thing that's been a nice input for me my whole life. The other thing I remember about it was how he said that any work was okay as long as it was honorable and something you could be proud of. And so those two things are uppermost in my mind now when I think of Dan. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to work at this, since I'm not exactly sure how you're going to get this. Happy birthday, 70. It's going to be an amazing decade for you. Kathy asked for us or for me to share some favorite memories with you, and I've spent a week trying to put that together in my head. So many memories. And memories riding our motorcycles together. Our trip to Cambria. I remember having warned my sister of your flowery alliterations and how your language might hit a note with her because she's kind of prim and proper. And then all the time we were there, you were absolutely perfectly polite and never did a swear word come from your lips. And I can remember asking you on the way home, what the hell happened? What happened to my brother? an amazing trip. Or our trip to Palm Springs, where we started in jackets and ended practically in our t-shirts, because we went from 50-degree cold in Reno Valley to 80s and 90s in Palm Springs. Beautiful ride. Great time with you. And then I think you got rained on the rest of the way home. Other times that, memories. The way you stood by me on Vicky's death, and how you told me that I would not be left alone, and how you and the guys welcomed Lori into our men's group family with dinner and flowers when we let you know that we were going to be getting married. And there were many fishing trips. Our trips on our motorcycles in the early morning to Newport Beach and out to the pier and stand with the Vietnamese people as we fished for mackerel. Not that we kept any, but just the time out there at the end of the pier and with smiles and joy, and you using a spark plug for a sinker and seals stealing our fish. And we never had to unhook a fish because the women there would take them off our lines and put them in their buckets. It was amazing morning times. The other question that Kathy asked was the impact you've had on my life. And God gave me one biological brother, and then He gifted me with multiple brothers in Christ. And you are definitely one of those. You've stood by me through adversity and joy, and by this gift of brotherhood, you have called me to be more of the man I think Christ would have me be. And I thank you for that. You have been a leading beacon in my life. There are few other men, you can cry with and laugh with without fear or shame, and you, Dan Neff, are one of those. God has gifted me with you to feel safe and protected and accepted. And I thank you for that, my brother. Have a happy 70th birthday. I know you'll be surrounded by your loved ones. And when this pandemic pain has ended, we will get together and spend time. Love you. You take care.
Hello, Dan Neff, you cute guy. I know a birthday's coming up for you. Good. Hurry up and have more so you can catch up with me. You were one of Gary's dearest and loved friends. The small faith gatherings that you boys had, he would come back renewed. He said those meetings were challenging, inspirational, spiritual, always food for thought. And he really loved going to them, and especially being with you. The times we were able to spend as a couple, dinners at the Broiler in Riverside, our New Year's Eve gatherings, the cruise we went on, those are treasured memories for me, Dan, and I sure know they were for Gary. So know, my darling, that you are held dear in the hearts of many, many, many people. God bless and keep you. Loving you, Dan Neff. Be happy.
Hey, Dan. Just wanted to kind of pass on a few thoughts. Whenever I think about you, I think about, well, every time I go by or drive over a bridge, I think about, is that one that Dan jumped off of? Or see a palm tree, is that one that Dan climbed as a kid? I often think of you whenever I go by a giant concrete tilt-up and think, that's probably one that Dan built. But one of the best things I've seen you build throughout your 70 years is the 3 F's: faith, family, and friends. When I would get together with you and the other guys for our men's gatherings, just would celebrate our friendship, our faith, and always loved hearing about family. You've worn a lot of hats, Dan, besides that cowboy hat. And the ones that I think really depict who you are is the hat of husband, father, and friend. God bless you. Happy birthday. Make it be a great 70.
Happy 70th, Dan. Wishing you another year of health and happiness. Cherishing all the memories that we've made over the last 40 years and looking forward to making more. Hope you have a beautiful day and hope to see you soon. Happy birthday.
Hey, happy 70th, buddy. You take care and you be good, okay? Bye.
Hi, Dan. Happy birthday. 70. Cowboy Dan. I don't really think of you as Cowboy Dan. I think of you as someone who is funny, good sense of humor, very courageous, and a fixer. And most of all, someone who really loves their family. You've helped me in many ways. One time I asked you if you would take me over to Chino and pick up some food for the pantry. He said, of course. And I said, but I'm not sure I can get into your truck. Seems like it's pretty high. So you said, I'll bring it over, we'll check. I'm sure you can get in. Kathy can get in, so you certainly can get in. Well, I couldn't. I can get down from the truck, but I can't get up. So when we went to Chino, very kindly, you brought a step stool along. And there I was. I could jump out of the truck, but when I got back in, I had to use a step stool. I felt a little old, but it was very kind of you to do that. I remember the morning that I woke up, put my feet on the floor in my bedroom, and it was soggy, it was wet. My house had flooded. And I had not a clue what to do. But I knew that I could call you, and you could help me. And I remember calling you pretty early in the morning, you probably were still asleep, and I said, Dan, I've had a flood, and I don't know what to do. I'm not asking you necessarily to do anything, but would you just come and give me some moral support? Because I'm really at a loss, which is exactly what you did. You came right away, you sat in my soggy living room and helped me make sense of all this and who to call and how to call. And I appreciate that a lot. But most of all, Dan, when I think of you, I really think of the love that you have for your family. That stands out most. It's fierce, it's strong, it's unconditional, and it shows. And I find it very touching and very encouraging. When you speak of Kathy, you say she's the most wonderful person in the world and she can do everything and she can do it well. And you're right. And when you speak of your children, you love them and it shows, and you care, and you've worked very hard your whole life for them. You are an inspiration to your own family, to me, and to many other people as well. By the way, I haven't had my hair cut since February, so if it's sticking out funny, just don't look. Happy birthday, Dan. Stay courageous, stay strong, and be well. Do I touch the button to turn it off?
Hi, Dan. I've known you my entire life. I have so many fond memories of being in the Neff house as a kid. Some of the things that I remember about you is that you were always telling jokes, keeping life light, taking things as they came. You always called me kiddo. And you looked at Kathy in a way that I knew she was your everything. You showed me what it is for a man to truly love a woman. Thank you so much for that. I'm grateful to have grown up with your family. I'm grateful to still have you guys in my life. I love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dan. I just want to tell you that you are loved tremendously by me and the whole Hobson family. All you lovely, beautiful Neffs have blessed our lives tremendously. I often think, where would we be without you guys? You gave us so much guidance and so much love, especially when we needed it the most. I think about you, and I think what determination you have and what drive to keep going in all the things that have come across your path in life. You're definitely an example to me and to others. You'll forever be the person, when I hear the word Henri, I will think of you, because always when I asked over the years how you doing, and your response was always Henri as ever. So thanks for being Henri. Keep being Henri. I think that's what's keeping you going, and much love. Have a wonderful birthday. Take care.
Happy birthday, Dan. I am so excited that you get to see your 70th birthday. When Kathy said she wanted a few words, I'm like, what do I say? One of the things, you can't claim me on my taxes. I'm not hanging out there. But I did want to let you know that you've always provided a warm and welcoming spirit for me to come into your home and do funny and amazing and crazy things like Howl at the Moon with your beautiful wife. The other thing that has been extraordinarily impressive to me since the moment I met Kathy is the safe space that you've created for her to become who she is as well. And you just hold space for that. There's no qualms about that. You don't expect people to be one thing or the other. And you're just straight up, and you do the same. You show up just as you are in all of situations, telling the truth, even if you're mixing with a little tiny bit of comedy. So thank you for just showing up, for being that light in the world, and for shining and moving in your truth. I truly appreciate you knowing you, and I hope that your new revolution around the sun is the most magnificent one yet. Happy birthday.
Hey Dad, happy birthday. I want to say something important. With the kids, the favorite thing I mentioned was we went across the pipe across the river bottom, and we jumped on the bamboo. You remember that?
What?
Jump on the bamboo.
Oh, jumping on the bamboo.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah. So that's one story I want to have you to remember. And the other was I got on my green Vespa. I was riding my red Vespa. He looks so funny, big guy in the small scooter, and we run down the river road, and he said it got to 65 miles an hour, and he said it was real fun. So that's what I want to remember. You know, when he came to our house with Michelle and her two sons.
Oh yeah, that time that they came.
Yeah.
And then you guys went off on the Vespa with Hiromi, the Vespa.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Dan, happy birthday. We're in bed because we've been taking care of kids and we're getting late. We were late in getting this to you. But so here we are in our bed. So I wanted to say that one of the best memories I had, which was kind of a quirky thing that happened when you drove up all the way to San Francisco, and it was so neat because you were at the wedding and Tom was singing, and there he was singing, and you said, "What?" You looked at me like, "He's going to sing?" And it was so cute. So anyway, we've got to go now because this is getting too long. So happy birthday.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I love you.
Love you. Bye-bye.
Hello, Papa. I am going to do more than one video because I'm extra, because I'm the oldest child. So I wanted to answer the question, one of my favorite memories of my dad. And I have, for some reason, told the story a couple of different times of my second driver's license test. Dad, do you remember it? Well, your favorite story to tell is how the lady who was doing my test had to climb through the shrubbery to get from the parking lot that I parked in to the parking lot she had wanted me to park in. And you walked up shaking your head and you said, "It's never a good thing when the driving instructor climbs through the hedges." Well, Dad, you did teach me to drive, and I've been doing so successfully for, I don't know, like not 40 years. I'm not that old, but close to 40 years. So good job teaching me to drive, Dad. And I think that lady probably tells that story too, that one time that she had to climb through the shrubbery. I love you. Happy birthday. Happy 70. I have more to tell you later, but that was the first one I wanted to say. Thanks for teaching me to drive. Hi, Papa. It's me again, number one. I just wanted to record a second video because I wanted to talk a little bit about what you've taught me and how my life has been changed by being your daughter. I've been thinking a lot about this, partly in preparation for the video, but partly just because every now and again, and actually finding it's pretty frequent, I find myself doing something, saying something, feeling confident about something, and understanding that some of that is because of you. And so I wanted to talk about what some of those things are. First of all, you taught me to work hard, and I find that there aren't as many people who really want to work hard these days, and I really value having a work ethic and knowing not only do I care about working hard, but I also care about showing up for the people who work for me and the people who work with me, and showing up for the people who we're working on behalf of. So I really think that's because you modeled that. Year after year after year, job after job after job, you modeled being proud of the work you do, working hard at it, and showing up for the people who depend on you at work. You taught me to speak plainly and to be direct, and I can't count the number of times that has been a benefit to me in work, in relationships, just being able to be honest and to speak plainly and to say what you mean. I find that it actually is disarming a lot of times in situations where things could easily get heated or a misunderstanding could take place, and instead we're able to make our way through because directly speaking of what you need to say, speak plainly. And I'm positive that's a trait that you passed on and also, again, modeled. You know, you have always been just really direct, and I really value that. You taught me to own my stuff. If I did something wrong, I need to say I did it wrong and be able to recognize that it was, you know, something that I need to either apologize for, fix, do the best I can to acknowledge and not do it again. So owning my stuff, I feel like that's also part of speaking directly and being able to say, you know what, I did it wrong and I'm not going to do it again and I apologize. And so I thank you for teaching me that. And you taught me to dance in the kitchen. And I taught my kids to dance in the kitchen, and the fact that we still all dance in the kitchen is, and dance everywhere we go, but dance in the kitchen, I will always value that. And I have so many memories of dancing in the kitchen. So thank you for dancing. You taught me to love my family, that our family comes first, and that anytime someone in your family needs you, you show up. And we keep showing up for each other, and I feel like that showing up piece is part of the theme of your life, as I see it, which is show up and be there for the people who need you and love you and people you love. So thank you for showing up for me and for showing up for us and for teaching me that showing up is how you show people that you love them. And then you taught me also that it could be me that was one of the homeless people in the park who didn't have lunch, or it could be me that was the young mother in the grocery store, outside the grocery store, looking for someone to buy diapers for her, or that it could be me who lost my job. You are always able to see yourself in other people's situations and treat them with dignity and respect and offer whatever support you could. And that is a lifelong lesson that I have worked hard to share with my kids because it's been so valuable to me. And then lastly, you taught me my value by valuing me and by valuing us. As a child, I felt valued and loved. I always believed I could do anything because you believed I could do anything. And I never felt limited because you thought the sky was the limit for all of us. And, you know, the ways in which you showed up for us, you know, by being there whenever we were doing anything, you know, whether it was a play or it was a concert or it was a track meet or it was a Camp Widow event, a bar opening, any part of, you know, going to see the JPL site because you were so excited about David achieving his dream. And, you know, each one of us has experienced what it's like when you drove the Busy Bee, the truck in the Busy Bee parade, because you show up for us and you're so proud of us. And because you're so proud of us, it gives us, you know, the sense that we're valued. And I feel like I walk in the world differently because I was parented by you and because you're my dad. So I always felt like I was your sunshine, and you constantly, every single time, were happy to see me and happy to see your kids. And we're gonna carry that with us for the rest of our lives. We're loved, we're valued, and I'll never forget the light in your eyes that I see every time you see me. So thank you for lighting up my life, and thank you for teaching me so many valuable things which are changing the way that I walk in the world, and I think changing the world because I was parented by you. I love you so much. I am super happy to be celebrating your 70th birthday, and endlessly grateful that I landed on your doorstep because, right, babies come by stork, right? I love you. Happy birthday, Dad.
G'day, Dan. I hear it's birthday time. Back where I come from, there's a couple of traditions that we do on birthdays. The first one, you got to be happy. So in your honour, Vegemite sandwich. Big and happy. Other one, of course, good quality, last Australian. Happy birthday. I hope you have a fantastic day. As far as father-in-law go, I couldn't have asked for better. You are such a phenomenal person. The family that you've got, the way that everyone I know that know you says so much about the quality of guy that you are. I hope it's an awesome day. Love you heaps. You take care, man.
Dan Neff. And Dan Neff It is your birthday.
And a happy one.
The happiest.
We love you.
We love you a lot. Happy birthday, Dan Neff, the greatest cowboy ever to exist.
Keep drawing them dogs.
Dan Neff dogs.
Hello, happy birthday,
Happy
Grandpa. My favorite memory, one of my favorite things that my grandpa does is talk about his youth. I could listen to him talk about his youth forever and ever. My favorite stories are always about pigeon racing. It's my favorite thing. And my life was impacted by Dan Neff because without him, I would not exist.
And I wouldn't have a wife.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Love you.
Hey Pop, happiest of birthdays. This is a big one, and it's hard to pick one memory that would be a favorite, but probably one of the favorite memories I have would be, I don't know if you remember this, but after the first time David went in the hospital, I was all fired up about it, and it was the first time I had some kind of like big argument with my parents as an adult. And I remember going to, I think it was Denny's or somewhere like that, and then you came and you followed me, and we sat and talked for like an hour. We didn't really talk about what was going on with David. We got to kind of talk about the difference between my life at the time and your life when you were my age, and that meant a lot. It meant a lot because it was one of the first times I was able to kind of feel like I was approaching you as my father and as a man. So that's a big one. And as far as the rest, I wouldn't be the person I am without having been raised by you. So happy birthday, and I love
you. This is take 3.
Hi, Grandpa. Happy birthday.
So we were talking about our favorite memories or things that we love about Grandpa, and Lyra has said
pancakes. That's not you.
And Evelyn, you had a different favorite.
Yeah, I liked watching TV.
Yeah? Why?
Because it was just fun to do.
Yeah, would you watch?
Anything that was on?
Anything that was on. Okay, great.
Yeah,
so
that's
television
Star Trek.
and peanut butter covered pancakes. And I think my favorite memory is of how Dan puts ketchup on everything, and how when we lived in California,
Ketchup Club.
I had a special bottle of ketchup, and I changed the name on the bottle so it just said Neff Ketchup, because I don't like ketchup either.
I love ketchup.
Anyway, happy birthday. Sorry we can't be there with you. I hope it's a good one. Bye.
Hey Dan, just wanted to tell you happy birthday to you.
Hi Grandpa, happy 70th birthday, and my favorite memory with you is when you would take me downtown to play Pokemon Go and we'd get ice cream. Happy birthday, love you.
Hi Dad, happy birthday. One of my favorite memories of you is when I was really little, and I'm sure it was David and I found some matches and we were lighting them. And we would light them and then we would throw them behind us because we didn't know what to do with them. Of course, blowing them out wasn't on our mind. We just were so happy that they were ignited. Anyway, you found out, and I guess I was the one that decided to do it. I don't remember David getting in trouble, but I didn't get in trouble. You just took me to the shed and you built a little house out of paper, and then you burned it down. And you talked about how dangerous fire was, and I just remember that as a time where, with all that you had going on and all the different responsibilities, you took the time to just spend with me, and I remember that forever. It's one of my favorite memories of you, among many, is the time that you spent with just me. So I love you, Dad. The impact that you have had on my life is indescribable. Probably mostly just our incredible family, and how money and wealth and things, none of those things matter, because the things that we have here with our family are the most invaluable. Happy birthday. Love you.
Hey, Grandpa. Happy 70th birthday. So my fondest memory of our time together would have to be when I was living in your guys' house still, and I'd come back home from a gig at 1 or 2 in the morning, and you'd be up, and we would just sit and talk for a bit, and talk about how it went, and or I'd get some advice from you, and all of those times I'd never forgotten any of them. I constantly use your teachings and your advice on a daily basis, and it means so much to me, and you mean so much to me. You're a very, very big part of my life, and I love you very much. So I hope that you have a great 70th birthday, and I hope that we can see each other soon, where we won't have to social distance too much, and we can all be safe, being close together again. So happy 70th birthday. I love you very much.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
My favorite memory is when we drove together to Michelle's 50th birthday party, and we were listening to Jim Croce, and you said, did Denise pick this song? Did Denise pick this station for me? And I said, no, I like to listen to Jim Croce too. And listening to all your construction experience stories that you said that all the architects screwed up and you had to fix it. Those are a few of the many favorite memories I have with you, Dan. And that's it. Happy birthday, and we love you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, one memory that I hold on to, in fact, it's not a specific time, but something that happened fairly often, is when growing up, if there was something that happened that was problematic in some way, or we had some kind of thing to work out, you would take me on a drive and we would just talk it out, and you would listen and you would give me your input, and we would get through whatever it was, whether it was my business, your business, or our business. It was okay, and we figured it out. One way you've impacted my life is you've made me into a Class C mechanic, and the story is about early Dan Neff and his one of his first jobs as a married man, enough to get enough money to care for his new baby and a wife. Someone helped you get a job in heavy equipment, and told you to tell the boss, you were a Class C mechanic. So you went, did it, and he pointed to a tractor or some kind of machinery, and he said, go fix that, and you got under there, not knowing what the device did, not knowing what to do to fix it, but used your brain, looked around, found a broken part, asked the machine shop for the broken part, they gave you a new one, you put it back in, and the tractor worked. And that kind of philosophy has really been ingrained in who I am, because sometimes you don't know how to fix something, but you'll never fix it if you don't just get in there, start looking around for something broken. I love you, Dad. 70. Ridiculous. Happy birthday.
Hey, Dan, I want you to know I couldn't have picked a better father-in-law. You've been there for our family in small and big ways, and I will always be grateful. I love when I get to hear stories about picking up entire homes and moving them, racing pigeons. It reminds me that I'm a Neff and I can do anything. I love you, and happy birthday.
Hey, Grandpa, I love you. I love all the parties you hosted at Christmas and Easter every weekend. I have good memories from those times. Anyways, love you. Happy 70th birthday. Happy 70th birthday, Grandpa.
Hi, Dad. On your 70th birthday, thinking about you I came to the conclusion that you are the perfect example of why karma is real, or what goes around comes around, because you are so loyal and loving, and that has brought so much loyalty and love to your life, and I am so grateful for that example. Obviously, I have a lifetime of memories and gratitude to share with you, and I'm sitting on my back patio where we've celebrated numerous Christmases and coaxing my children, who you've watched grow, to participate in the way that you coaxed me to participate in life and in love. So I love you. Happy birthday. I also want to say a few memories that are very dad and fun, like when our friends would come over and you would take their shoes off and throw them on the roof, how I never doubted any of the wild stories about you stealing horses, borrowing horses, or jumping off bridges into the riverbed, because I know your fearless disposition would enable you to do that. I share the accident waiting to happen life curse with you and some of my other siblings, where somehow you end up in strange situations and terrible things happen, but you kind of land on your feet as much as you can. I also share your hot temper. So I remember family gatherings that no one has more pride in their family than you, and how we all learned through you and Mom how to love each other really generously, and you know, just really appreciate our time together.
One of my most vivid memories of Dan Neff is a number of years ago when I was getting ready to propose to his daughter Danielle. I wanted to talk to him about it first, and we were at Kathy and Dan's house for a family function, and I grabbed Dan and pulled him aside and said, hey, I want to talk to you about something important. And his face lit up instantly. I think he knew what was coming. The gleam in his eye, the smile on his face, it was just vivid. It's stuck in my mind to this day. And we went on to have a great conversation about my love for Danielle and his feelings about the two of us. And that conversation punctuated by David running across the living room and dropping trowel right in front of us. So all in all, a very memorable conversation. But that look on Dan's face when I asked him if I could talk to him about something important, just that happiness, you could just, you know, all that love that we all know he has for his family was just popping right out of him. So happy birthday, Dan. I love you.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. I love you. Happy birthday, Grandpa. I love you.
Happy birthday, Dad! I hope you're enjoying your videos so far. When I sat down to think about all the reasons why I wanted to celebrate you on your 70th birthday, I came up with a list of traits that define you to me, and that I've been lucky enough in my life to learn from and be on the receiving end of the love that they have to offer. So on your birthday, I just want to say thank you for always holding me tight when I am hurting, for listening deeply when I need to be understood, for speaking up loudly when there's something I really need to hear, for taking each moment with me for all that it can offer, and for never declining an opportunity to shout my worth to anyone who will listen. I love you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday from one Dan to another Dan. I would list my favorite memory of you, but there are far too many to even list, which I'm sure has been said before this video. Basically, I would just like to say thank you. You've been there at every one of my milestones for the past 20 years. My wedding, the birth of my children, moving, helping me build my house, and you've done nothing but show me respect and how to be a man. I have two fathers. I was born with one and I gained one when I was 2 years old, and you've treated me better than both of them for my entire life. I truly appreciate you, who you are, and the great, profound effect that you've had on me and my family. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. Wow, you're turning 70. Hopefully you have a great year this year. I love you. Bye.
Happy birthday, Grandpa. I'm so glad that you're turning 70. That's what I hoped how old you were gonna get. Bye.
Happy birthday! Oh, Belle wants to say happy birthday too. Hey Dad, we hope that you guys are having a good birthday. I want to share, and we want to share, two questions that we were talking about, which is my favorite story of you is I love telling the story when Debbie and I were in the truck and we were listening to The Devil Went Down to Georgia. And as we're driving, during the line where it says, "I've told you once, you son of a bitch, I have the best there's ever been." I don't know if I told you this, but my dad punched the windshield and shattered it. And scared the living shit out of Debbie and I. Needless to say, you got a new windshield that day because you needed your truck. You've most impacted me by continually reminding me what it is to be a good man. And I will always hold on to that forever.
My favorite memory was the very first time I met you, which was when Danny and I announced that we were getting married. And I was so nervous to meet you guys. And as I was talking to Kathy, so Danny's mom, but everyone knows.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows the mom.
I just remember you were sitting next to her and you were just smiling and grinning. And I don't know, you had this energy about you that made me feel really relaxed. And it seemed like you were really genuinely excited for us. And it really helped ease my nervousness. And your impact on my life, I think, is pretty clear in that you helped raise the love of my life, and it has been a joy to be with him every day. So I thank you for that. Thank you so much.
And we love you both. We hope that you're having a very happy birthday. And excuse me, we will see you
very
in
soon.
a few days.
Yeah,
So-
in a few days. Yeah.
Well, like 5-ish, 6-ish.
Like 10. It's still 5 days. Anyway.
Well, yeah, but it's the 28th.
Oh, because we're gonna do that. We're gonna see him on Zoom.
We're gonna see him on Zoom. Yes, so we'll see you on Zoom, and we'll see you in California early September.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Dad. Love you guys.
Hi, my love. Happy birthday. As I've been putting together this sets of videos, it's been so rewarding to see all the love coming your way and to think about all of your wonderful attributes and just ways of being and how much you've contributed to the world. 70 years, yikes. I guess what I want to say is that you have made me the best me I could possibly be. Just by being you. Your strength has taught me to be strong. Your integrity has made me more integritous. Your honesty and no bullshit has taught me to get right to the point and say yes when I mean yes and no when I mean no. It's been a joy to have this time with you over COVID, just being together and playing cribbage and teasing each other and enjoying food and shows and just being together. I didn't know if we'd have this time, the 70th birthday, and I just want to say how grateful I am that you have come into my life and that you have You've taught me just by being you to really to be more alive and to not to be afraid, not to be as afraid as I can naturally be with that worry gene that I got in my family. Yes, and I hope that you enjoyed all the stories. I guess I should tell a story, but there's too many stories. Maybe the story of today when I told you I had a big project on the computer, and I'm not sure if you thought that was about you, but I barred you from coming into the living room, and you were so cooperative, and you didn't sneak in not one time. And because I do so many things on the computer, I'm thinking maybe this will be a surprise to you, and I hope that it is. Thank you, my love, for just being you, and happy, happiest of birthdays. I love you so